Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Force Commander. We have Demopan. Okay, is this Team Fortress 2? Versus the biggest and the strongest Fathom. TF2 is one of those games that you can always just have a bit of fun with it, if you know what you're doing. But honestly, even just goofing around is always an option in TF2. You got two shooter opener. Do we see a second scout? Looks like not. You think it's important? What isn't important? With all this sulfur nearby, this place must stink horribly. Or brimstone, I should say. Because it tends to have like a very, very gaseous smell. If you ever go to, if you recommend you at one point in time, perhaps try to go to vacation or visit Yellowstone. Yellowstone's a great place to visit, where you can actually see this sort of thing, not necessarily like more closer to this rather than this, in real life. Scout squad's making their way forward. Nope, the Force Commander and Scout will not make their way forward. Be a bad engagement here with two sluggers and the Warboss. Pain Boy being deployed. It's the Doc. Run. He's going to put you more green juice in there. In you. It's a double attack. Scout? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's another double tack Marines. I wasn't really paying attention. Most times I just assume it's going to be double scouts. Why am I seeing double tack so often? I got two tacks deployed on out, even with the Force Commander. It's going to go aggressive, that's for sure. Eye for some early fuel control. This is definitely a different game because from the last one, because it's a Force Commander, not the Apothecary. Though that's the same Warboss. And the Warboss doesn't have any fancy hats like all the other Warbosses. Scouts here with shotguns. So it looks like it's not eyeing for this just to be a capping squad. He's gonna go pretty aggressive for other points. He has this point activated now, like he's gonna go for generators afterwards. The Pain Boy, however, can get a lot of good healing off him against the current composition. Power Node is receiving quite a bit of fire. And Power Mode does get deactivated there. Over here, we've got some burners. And the Pain Boy smacking around that generator. Tactical Marines engaging these forces at long range, and he is getting some good gen bashing there with the sluggers. Don't see it. He doesn't have the sergeant up for the grenades. Sometimes most people go for the shotguns first before the sergeant, but sometimes you just want the sergeant to throw a grenade. Not eyeing to engage these forces just yet. We got two squads with shooters. The scouts could run forward with a shotgun. He's going to let the tactical marines be the front line, which is a good idea. Scout squad is receiving some fire there from the shooters. Salt Marines are being deployed now. No generators just yet. Not even activated the point. Oh wait, no, that point was deactivated. Got 3 generators over there. It was deactivated by the Flamers. Warboss charging forward. We got the Big Bang Hammer on the Warboss. Shooters are starting to make their way forward. No sluggers, no knobs just yet. Great knockback there on the Warboss. The Force Commander will be forcing back these forces. And yep, the Tactical Marines has sustained minimal damage right there. Generally, when I sort of play these sort of games, I want to get capping squads and sort of like what I call assault squads, kill squads. Use the kill squads and actually engage opponents, while the capping squads just go around like crazy, capturing points, not necessarily to fight. Not sure why these guys are right here. They have a weird position for them. Maybe he misclicked and meant to click on minimap to go over here. Maybe. Even then, that's not exactly... It just sort of been sat there and forgot about. It's not exactly sneaky there. I mean... I don't know. He must have misclicked. Maybe he was trying to click to go right here, but actually clicked to go right there. Perhaps hitting the actual on the mini-map and was a little bit missed. I don't know. Frag grenade thrown, that's going to be deadly. Oof. Good frag grenade there. Power generators are now under siege, and they're getting some good damage onto them. We got the Assault Marines probably ready to jump on top of them. One generator does go down. Jump, and great knockback there. The Warboss is also falling on back, so there's a full retreat there. Over here we got the Sluggers, the Burnas, and the Pain Boy advancing. We got some Tank Busters here. Tank Busters, I would rather not see the Tank Busters until there is actually a vehicle out in the field. And Covers too, yes, it's a good idea to get out an early AT gun, but Dawn of War 2, hold off into it, because now you can see the Tank Busters and not go for the Razorback and go for, say, a Librarian or some other asset. He doesn't see Storm Boys either, so going for a Devastator wouldn't be half bad to protect his flank. So he's gonna get some good chin bashing with it, that's for sure. Or deactivate the point. That's about it. Let's activate the barrage. Gets decrewed, no problem there. He does fall back with all these forces, thanks to the flanking Assault Marines. We do have a weird boy to point out. He's very weird. He upgraded with the Warpath. I'm not so sure what that exactly does at this moment. The Weird Boy would be effective versus these Tactical Marines. It does general AT all and good knockbacks as well. We got a nice special attack there. Vomits on top of the Assault Marines as well. But the Warboss does go down. Over here, we've got the Pain Board decapturing this point, and got the Burners blaming those, burning those generators. Luckily, the Orc player is doing a great job of gen bashing, that's for sure. Because he's taking out Boomers, X, and Millennials. The Pain Boy may go down. There's going to be a lot of melee hits there. No, plenty of health remaining. All the generators goes down, he's going to need to fall back. Is there a grenade? Throws out grenade. Nope, that was just melee hits, not a grenade. sometimes the grenade and melee animations look the same to me. Again, this sort of weird movement. He's just probably clicking the mini-map, not really paying attention to them. Let's see the warpath. Delays the death explosion, so I think that's when he goes out of control and fly around like crazy. Increases the health by 25%. Grants a warpath ability, which increases surrounding infantry speed by 2 and grants 20% damage resistance. I'm surprised he's going for the war truck and not saving up for knobs at this point. He could potentially got the cybernetic implant for the Pain Boy as well to really make super knobs. And these boys do fall back. He's deactivating this point. The Orc player does have better VPs at the moment. True, but sometimes you save for the future, and he already has a lot of assets deployed on out. He has what, including the clicking on the wrong buttons, including the Warboss, he has 8 units deployed on out. That's a lot of units. Because I would assume with how his Weird Boys are upgraded, I would assume he's going to just try and go for knobs, rush for knobs, but I guess not. Maybe I'm just thinking wrong and he's going to be using it for other squads. Great grenade there again. War truck has been upgraded with the reinforced plating, also grants the boom gun ability. True. It's one of those things where my playstyle is different than other people, especially when it comes to, granted, I don't play Dawn of War 2, I mostly play Company Heroes 2 and other like just single player games for the time being. So my playstyle is different than other people's, and I think differently. I can see, I've known that for sure. And try to see, like, if you're going to go for a lot of buffs, try to buff one unit to a ridiculous degree. True. But that's also one nice thing about the Weird Boy's ability, damage resistance. Increases speed as well. It's getting good missile launcher hit there. No melta bomb either. So managed to avoid the melta bomb, which will save his war truck for the time being. Weird Boy does get a nice knockback there, which would be great against those Salt Marines. Here comes the Warhammer, chain of special attacks, a vomit there as well as the big stomp. The big stomp was interrupted. Shooters. Oh, got the melta bomb there on the war truck. Tactical Marines of rocket launchers or missile launchers making their way forward now. These forces got an eye for a forward straight. The war truck may go down, but there's a line of sight blocker here, so it'll be a bit of time for the missile launcher to fire a shot. It may allow the melta bomb to wear off. Oh, that was a miss. Was it a hit? I guess it was a hit, now seeing how low the health is. That projectile detonated right here. Yep. Yep, that was just weird quirk, I guess. I followed the projectile, now let's look at the health bar. It does the same thing with Company Heroes 2, but maybe they handle the projectiles better in Company Heroes 2. If it calculate the projectile as a hit, it will hit it, but it does a bit better if the projectile actually hitting the target. Then again, Company Heroes 2 doesn't exactly have giant walls like this. So maybe that's also been a design philosophy. They're avoiding giant walls. Sure, buildings are existing, but usually it does a good job of passing through the building. While this actually looks like just terrain pushed upwards in the map editor, rather than a structure or item or entity to be placed on the field. When the models did go down, we're trying to enter in that war truck. Scouts receiving some hits there by the weird boy. Good hits there. The scouts are almost fully wiped. Gets vomited on, and the war truck's going to run forward and run down those scouts. You have a librarian to engage that weird boy in psychic combat. Yep. So yeah. Oh. Ouch. Watch the friendly fire. Jeez. That was pretty nasty friendly fire right there. Force Commander is getting some good hits there. And the weird board does deactivate that point now. We could see some vomit on top of the Force Commander. Yep, vomit does come on out. Though the weird boy may need to fall back, receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Yeah, the weird boy will fall back. He does jump forward with the Assault Marines. He may get the kill there on the weird boy. No, he does not. And does get suppressive fire onto the Assault Marines as they weren't really in melee with the shooters. Good hit there against the war truck with the Melt-A-Bomb. Oh, that may have been the missile launcher. I could take a look at it. I need to check and see what's my replay queue, but once this game's done, I'll let you choose the next replay, whatever I've saved up. I don't think I may have some Tyranids. Good special attack there from the Battle Cry, knocking back those shooters. He's going to need to fall back with those shooters. He does lose those models there, down to one last model. And we got the Dreadnought now being engaged. Does knock back the Pain Boy there. There is an anti-vehicle weapon on this Knob Leader here, but just hadn't been able to actually get the hits there. Now running the wrong way. And the Warboss is upgraded the Power Claw as well. It's good anti-vehicle weapon as well, so he should be able to take out this Dreadnought. Though the Storm Warriors are receiving quite a bit of fire there. The Warboss should be able to win out. And what's the Warboss doing? It feels like the model's been derping out. Assault Marines have charged on in. Does largely miss, however. Good knockback there. The weird boy could get some good shots there onto the Dreadnought. Does roll a miss there. And the Force Commander is captured at this point. Vomit does come out, does stop the capture that VP. Very nice. And here comes the sluggers on the retreat path. The Force Commander should be able to retreat out, but oh no, it's really close. Yeah, never mind. I was completely wrong. I thought there was going to be enough health to escape at half health, but I guess not. Well, it's being upgraded to the Power Fist. Not really finding against any infantry at the moment. Both players are tier 2. We've also got some extra scouts here, just purely meant for repairs for the Dreadnought. Over here, we do have the power node now getting hit. Scout Squad does get some shots down the war truck, but not a lot of damage. Librarian has not been upgraded either. Could see melta grenades there from the assault squad if they get close enough, of course. And over here we do got assault. Assault Marines do Charger 4 does get behind the war truck, so melta bomb is guaranteed. We've got the assault cannon here from the dreadnought. Getting some good damage there. Good rocket launcher hit as well. Maybe a good idea to get the assault barrage now. No assault barrage there. So the war truck does go down. We've got another war truck being deployed now. I mean, that last one went down pretty quickly. Maybe it's not a good idea to get out another war truck, but he must want the mobility. Weird Boys captured at this point here. The Storm Boys and the Warboss is still in this region as well. And does not get a special attack there to knock back the Weird Boy. The Weird Boy needs to fall back or get some vomit in. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. The Weird Boy will manage to skip on out there, and Think Busters are falling on back. Federal also actually see them on the field. They're just going around capturing points. Good knockback there onto all of these forces. Librarian will manage to escape on out of there. The Warboss and the Storm Boys can be eyeing for the Missile Launcher Squad next. Though the Assault Marines do pose a threat to the melee, so does the Force Commander. Force Commander is now at level 4. The Storm Boys are falling on back. The war truck looks like it's loaded up with the Weird Boy, I believe. No. Yeah, the Weird Boy's in the truck. I think the Pain Boy may be in there as well. I'm not sure that's the Weird Boy or Pain Boy's little thing there. That's probably the Weird Boy. And here comes the Force Commander with the Power Fist. Teleports in, try to get the ability off, but was unsuccessful. Dreadnoughts make his way forward. Need the Tank Busters push his way forward, which they are actually inside the war truck. Missiles do coming forward. Does not get any hits there on the Dreadnought. Stormboys may be eyeing for a jump on top of the Dreadnought of the knob weapon, but nope, just jumping on top of the Tactical Marines, tying up the plasma guns up in melee. Tank Buster still does not engage the Dreadnought. Weird Boy could bomb out some of these forces. The Force Commander does go down. The Storm Boys are falling back, leaving just remaining the knob. Great hits there by the Weird Boy. They're really bunched up there. Now he's going to go for the Big Bang Stomp. Nope, he's not. Sluggers, however, going in deep, trying to engage those Assault Marines. Scout Squad's getting overwhelmed as well. We may see the Assault Cannon barrage there. Librarians in Southern region. Does get some good damage there with the Assault Cannon. Warboss charging on forward with the Slugger. The Librarian does in fact go down. These forces are falling back as well. The Dreadnought is going to see some fire. Sluggers are trying to get some of these guys upon retreat, but they do fall back themselves. Fun fact, the ability can miss. Learned it from the hard way. Are you talking about like the... Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Was that the Power Fist ability? For the Warboss? Yep. Not Warboss. Force Commander. Yep. Yeah, sometimes if they move too fast, a lot of games have abilities where if the unit moves too fast, the ability can just outright miss. The Dreadnought is severely wounded, could even be gunned down by the Warboss. But there's the death of the Dreadnought. Weird Boys falling on back. Tank Busters do fall back as well, avoiding the Assault Marine jump. We got a Razorback being deployed on out. Both sides are just content with heavy tier 2. Though, honestly, the Force Commander could eye tier 3. He has a lot of red points, so an orbital strike could annihilate his opponent's forces. Because The Orbital Strike is effective versus the Shooters and Sluggers. Oh, and there we go. We got the Cyborg implants. One-time install to permanently upgrade a unit. And that's why I usually think that's great with knobs. Oh, and that war truck does receive a melt bomb. That melt bomb, the missile launcher does take it out. Ooh, Assault Marines are sustaining quite a bit of fire right there. And Assault Marine squad will escape on out there. Nope, he's suiciding one of the models there. Does get a hit there, but not enough. Actually, did he get a hit? Either way, he does manage to escape on out there. Could potentially go for Vanguard veterans. No, he doesn't have enough requisition for that. Good hits there. And we do have the Tactical Marines now receiving some fire there. And that Plasma Gun Squad will need to fall back. Very close to getting fully wiped there. The Plasma Gun Squad down one last model. We got the Assault Marines jumping on forward. The Tactical Marine Squad will manage to escape on out there. The Tactical Marines will be eyeing and engage the Weird Boy. Rocket Launcher Squad, Missile Launcher Squad is falling on back. These forces are falling back as well. And the Weird Boy does go out of control. Does teleport away. And the Weird Boy does detonate on top of the power node. I remember as well, one time I remember seeing the Weird Boy getting killed by a Plague Champion, which does of course have like the reanimate model ability. So he went out of control, explodes, and then all of a sudden gets resummoned. And then when that one died, it went out of control, and goes crazy as well. There's just so many of those corpses just flying about. Bane Boy is severely wounded, but will manage to fall back in time. Delta Bomb does connect. He does go for another war truck. And the Assault Marines are going to jump away. The Warboss is severely wounded. And good hits there, but down and to 0 health. And the Warboss does go down. The Force Commander's down to the last 15 tickets. And that Assault Squad does go down. I think that's the end of the Force Commander. Oh, he managed to solve the tickets. But with these amount of forces here, there's no way he can be able to capture at this point. Missile launcher does connect with the war truck. Miles just suicide the units at this point. Stone Boys are now moving to capture that VP, so they're moving a little bit slow. And these forces are getting tied up by the big shooters, getting constant reinforcements from the war truck as well. This point's now deactivated and soon to be captured. Once it gets captured, that's going to be game. This shooter squad here can suppress some of these squads. Not currently decapturing that point. And it looks like the Storm Boys do actually get interrupted by the Force Commander. The Warboss being upgraded with that heavy armor, which gives him a lot of extra health. It's like 900 extra health. Yep, heavy armor gives him 9 extra health and a little bit of extra health regen. Now the Warboss is up to 1900 health. Looks like the Force Commander has backed out of the game with that voice line. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.